My name is Zain Al Hussain and I'm a senior executive for the product team here at Zell Education. Today's video is very simple and straightforward. For CFA, the May and August attempt is approaching very soon. And if you yet haven't started studying, this video details a study plan for you to prepare for your attempt and ensure you pass your level 1 exam in the first attempt itself. At Zell's channel, at Zell Education, we do so many different videos covering so many different courses such as ACCA, CFA, CPA, CMA and Diploma in IFRS. If you want to know more about such videos, check the link in the description. Also do like, share and subscribe. The first rule when preparing for your CFA exam is very simple. You must schedule at least 300 hours of studying, or you must prepare for at least 300 hours in totality before you sit for your CFA exam. Now let me break this down and make it a very simple mathematical equation for you. 300 hours over 6 months basically is 12 hours per week. That is barely 1.5 hours per day. So it's a very manageable task. You can start studying for CFA just to start with 1.5 hours per day with 6 months to go. When I say 300 hours, this also includes time that you sit for a tuition provider. So for example, at Zell, we provide coaching, let's say, or tuitions for about 200 to 250 hours. That plus any additional time that you study on your own or you practice is accounts for the total of 300 hours. Generally, candidates who study for 300 hours have a 90% chance of passing the exam in their first attempt. The second tip or the second rule when preparing for your CFA exam, very simple again. Get acquainted with your calculator. There are two types of calculators allowed. One is your BA2 Plus and the second is your HP12C. These calculators are the only calcs allowed in the exam. You should be practicing from day one with these calculators. They make sums very easy. So subjects such as quants and portfolio management require efforts on the calc. Once you're fast with the calc, these sums can be solved within 10 seconds, saving you crucial time for your other sums. So your second tip is get acquainted with the calculator. Alright, the third rule is finally how do you approach studying for CFA? What subject should you start with? What subject should you end with? So many people have different theories. At Zell, we have one tried and tested approach, so I'm going to suggest this to you all. Again, feel free to adjust it as per your comfort. Number one, I'd always suggest starting with either quants or corporate issuers, simply because number one, they're easy subjects. Quants involves the use of calculator, which then builds a base for portfolio management and derivatives where you need to use a bit of the calculator, right? There is good confidence. CI is a very easy subject. You're building confidence and then moving on. Now, you have two options after completing these two subjects. You can either do two heavyweight subjects such as Eco and FSA, which will cover about 40% of your syllabus, or you can move on to market-oriented subjects. When I say market-oriented subjects, I mean equity, derivatives, fixed income, portfolio and AI. Do these 5 together in any order within, that is fine, but they're so interlinked, you have to do these 5 subjects together irrespective of their weightage. If you've done this, then you can move on to FSA Eco. FSA Eco you can do before or after, that is not a problem. Leave ethics for the last because you do need to keep reading ethics. Ethics is something that you cannot learn. You have to keep reading ethics. One more way of doing ethics is very simple. Take a chapter of ethics and put it every day. Some days when you're bored of studying FSA or Eco or any subject, just read a chapter of ethics. That should be good. The more you read ethics, the better it is for you. So a quick summary, start with quants and CI. You can either do the market subjects first or you can do FSA and Eco. That is absolutely fine. Once you're done with them, keep a little ethics in between and leave ethics for the last. So how do you actually study for the exam? Again, a very standard approach that I would recommend is once you're done reading, you should ideally practice it with the question bank that you have. At Zell, we provide a question bank on our LMS, or you can refer to the CFA's learning ecosystem where they have their question bank. An ideal approach, a tried and tested approach is read, understand, practice immediately. So a reading for you should be covering a syllabus and then immediately practicing it. This is a tried and tested formula, will help you pass the exam. So that was our summarized approach for your CFA attempt in May or August. We do such videos on a weekly basis. Do check out our YouTube channel, subscribe if you haven't. Check us out on Instagram. We post informative reels. We also conduct webinars on a weekly basis on different courses. Do check out our webinars, do participate, and there's a number right here. Please contact us us if you have any doubt for any course, and we'll be more than happy to help you. Thank you.